Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? Over the weekend, Aaron Rodgers was doing a Q&A at a Mike Stud concert. You should know what Mike Stud, who Mike Stud is.
Yeah, I've never heard of that person in my life.
All of you,
Nothing.
Mike Stud, are we familiar? Yeah?
I'm not familiar.
No, I didn't even bother to Google it, don't care. Only because this is actually Aaron Rodgers speaking. He's asked by someone in the crowd if he would ever go play for the New Orleans Saints. This is, again, this is not a joke, by the way. This is what Aaron Rodgers said at a Mike Stud concert.
Our free agent now. Would you ever consider playing for the Saints and making us great again? Because you know.
No.
That's the answer.
That's the answer.
All right, next question.
It's no. No, I've played there a couple times, but no. The answer is no. I'm too old. I don't want to live in Louisiana. Sorry.
Okay, so he got the raucous laughter after the one-word answer, played to the crowd a little bit there, was kind of crapping on a kid who was asking the question, and so then felt like he had to come back with a little more, but then said he's too old to live in Louisiana. First of all, I say it all the time about this state, which is we are culturally unique, not only with respect to the entire United States of America, but even to the Gulf South. In the southern states, there are a lot of parts of Alabama and Mississippi and Georgia and Tennessee and the panhandle of Florida that are sort of ambiguous. Like, you wouldn't know if you were in one state or the other. That's not to say each doesn't have great parts. Like, obviously, if you go in parts of Florida, you know you're in Florida. But the point is, it's sort of homogenous. So you come to Louisiana, especially the southern part of the state, and you know you're in Louisiana from our food, the way we talk, the way we spell things, all of it. Culturally, it's very, very different. And we embrace it. We love our uniqueness and our idiosyncrasies. And so when people come here and they wrap their arms around us in the state, we will love them back forever. By the way, Tyler Shuck, round of ovation, standing ovation, round of applause for the way he has early on anyway embraced the city. Derek Carr, the first thing he ate, Chipotle. And everyone's like, what are you, come on, man, endear yourself a little bit. So anyway, Rodgers sort of being dismissive of the state has caused this backlash. I don't know what exactly he means by saying he's too old. He's been there a couple times, but he's too old to live in Louisiana. I mean, is it that he's too old to party? Is that what he's thinking there? I mean, that was my first reaction. Like, it's not the heat, is it? Is it that he's too old to party? Is that he doesn't want Bourbon Street? Like, what's the first reaction?
Yeah, no, I mean, the first reaction is that he hates fun. He's get off my lawn guy. I'm too old for all of it.
Does he hate fun, though? Yeah. That's what I don't know about Aaron Rodgers. I don't think that Aaron Rodgers hates fun.
Conventional fun.
I don't know that Aaron Rodgers hates fun. I think maybe it's just a thing where I look at myself, for example, and I go, you know what? I was born in New Orleans. Family's from there from the time we got off the boat. Love a lot about the city. I hate Mardi Gras. I ain't doing Mardi Gras. You know what I did this year? I went to the Endymion Ball. I could put on a tuxedo, go hang out in the dome, eat good food, drink good booze, be in the air conditioning. But you think I'm going to sit in a lawn chair, sit my behind on a neutral ground, waiting for a float to come by so I can fight people for plastic? Hell no, I did. Maybe that just means I'm old. Maybe that's where Aaron is at. Maybe that's the stage he's at in his life.
I mean, it could be.
Right now.
Could be.
So I thought about it. I got some reasons, if you would. Some reasons how you know you're too old to live in Louisiana. You want to hear them?
I'd love to.
All right, 10 reasons you know you're too old to live in Louisiana. The girls at Big Daddy's actually start looking good. We didn't like that one?
It was good, yeah. No, and it's right. I mean, yeah, you don't want to do all that. I mean, come on.
The number of times you've heard Richard Condon tell his Tom Dempsey story has eclipsed 100. That's lost on some people, I guess. Paul, you've heard Condon's Dempsey story?
A couple times, yeah.
Richard Condon left the game early with his grandma. They heard the round of applause, and grandma, I love Condon's grandma, by the way, went back and yelled at somebody what happened. Guy leans over and says, Dempsey kicked an effing 63-yard field goal. So Condon says the first time he ever heard the F word. Which living in New Orleans, I don't believe it's the first time.
No, not at all.
I mean, Condon would have been 10 years old. Was it 1970 when Dempsey's kick was 1970? Like, Condon was 10 years old. You mean to tell me 10-year-old Richard Condon, the first time he ever heard the F word was when he was 10 years old?
No chance.
No chance. Reasons you know you're too old to live in New Orleans. You went to high school with the volunteers at the World War II Museum. Hey, Ron? Not that old, huh?
Not that old. I don't think so, at least, no.
Your agent is looking to land you endorsement deals with Schwegmans and K&B. I don't think they got K&B anymore.
What's that? I think
I went to Flirty Girl, by the way. Shout out, Flirty Girl. And they have a K&B T-shirt over there. Almost bought it.
You should have bought it.
Yeah. I've been eating KB ice cream since before you were born. You don't remember that commercial, neither you, do you?
No, I do not.
Yeah, Paulie, no? Yeah. Somebody out there does. But again, showing why maybe I'm too old to live in New Orleans. You complain there's no Piccadilly in the quarter. You know you're too old to live in New Orleans when the sidewalks keep tearing up the tennis balls on your walker. Too old to live in New Orleans when you can't have cafe au lait because the dairy doesn't sit right.
That's a tough scene right there.
That's a tough scene. And you know why that's especially tough? Is let's just assume that you're having your cafe au lait in the quarter.
Yeah.
Okay? And you've got the walker with the tennis balls that are all ripped, so it's hard enough to move. And then we all know this about the quarter. Everyone will sell you booze. No one will let you pee.
That's true.
And so if you got to go number 2, you got to go in a hurry. You ain't getting nowhere in a hurry. And even if you got there, no one's going to let you use the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough scene. Another reason why maybe I'm too old to live in New Orleans, but love to visit.
Could be.
Love to visit. Maybe too old to live there. Might be too old to live in Louisiana when bull crawfish makes your gout flare up, Muse. Too old to live in New Orleans, Aaron Rodgers, because your marijuana prescription is legitimate. That one may actually play. Darkness Retreats.
That's good. I like that.
Got one more for you, Muse.
All right, here we go.
You might be too old to live in New Orleans when the Saints owner gets your motor running more than the Saints-ations do. Hit me with an Ellen Moore, Muse. Hit me with an Ellen Moore. Tell me you don't think. Like, that one slaps, doesn't it now?
That's good.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Maybe Aaron's looking at Grandma Gail going,
She's a good-looking lady.
Can't have relationship with the boss.
No, you can't do that.
Gotta keep it professional. Can't do that. All right. Aaron, not coming to New Orleans. And I have said, though, on a serious note, while everyone has looked at Aaron and crapped on him, don't need the drama, I will say, for the same reason that Drew Brees praises Doug Flutie for what he meant early in his career, for the same way that Aaron Rodgers tried to be a mentor for Jordan Love, I do think there is merit to having a veteran quarterback around young quarterbacks in the league, and that would be beneficial to have Aaron Rodgers, a 4-time MVP, a Super Bowl champion, a future Hall of Famer, in that quarterback room with the 3 young quarterbacks that you have. It's not to say that it's going to materialize into anything. You're not going to be all of a sudden this competitive team that goes on to win great things, but I would see value of having Aaron Rodgers in New Orleans in 2025. Clearly, neither side's interested. We can bury that one here. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.